Hello and welcome to Hand of Fate. This is another one of my quick looks. Gonna show you guys just some of the gameplay, what's going on. I've already played about 5 hours in this game. I've almost beaten it.
I'll empty my cabinet
for, well, most of it. So you have story mode and endless mode. So story mode will start here. So each set you have 3 bosses, and then you'll gain an item. And these items will give you, various buffs, upgrades, and makes enemies stronger and stuff. But I'll show you. Go to deck builder. So as you play the game, you'll unlock equipment and encounters. So this is a deck building game. So you'll go ahead and pick what items you want to put in your deck. So these are some of the items you can find and draw in the game to upgrade your character with. It's like you have Chains of Rage. Sorry, that's the wrong button. So your look at this one instead. No, get out of here. Don't look at that one. Chains of Rage. So during cooldown or during combat, when you get hit, you can have a chance to restore your cooldowns. So there's various items like that. You'll tailor those to meet your gameplay needs. Sort of like go back to weapons here. Like if you're fighting rats, you want the rat cleaver. Damn it. Get out my deck so I don't have too many. Because it does extra damage to rats. And also some actives and stuff. I'll show you some of the encounters real quick. So these are some of the encounters you can get. So as you play the game, you'll run into these, and they'll have various effects. Shops, helpful priest. Each mission has stuff that's locked that you have to deal with. And some of your decisions will get stuff that is locked in your encounter cards, like these. I annoyed the golem, so now there's golem hunting parties out looking for me. And let's see. Like, it'll lock the boss in there for you automatically, and then there's usually a few other ones that are just locked in there. But it looks like maybe not, because I've already beaten him. I'll show you a quick... show you a quick couple minutes of the game.
What brings you to play the game?
So now at the start of each,
some
of the items I have now gets me buffs and curses. So now with this one, if I kill the first guy who's highlighted, I'll get 5 gold. So that's useful. So then you just move your little token here. You can pick which direction you go. So now I've run into a winding trail.
These trails wind, and our goals wind with them.
So some of the cards, some of these cards have like effects like this. So, oh no, you can give them all your gold, but I have no gold, so I have to fight them. So the dealer draws you a card, which can be one of the many creatures. So I have 3 of dust, which was going to be 3 mercenary types. So this is a battle. It's kind of like Batman Arkham City in terms of the combat. You have chances to counter and something's going on there. There we go. You have chances to counter and reflect attacks. So those green highlights, you hit Q and it'll do that. And then again, you'll roll and do it. Sometimes they'll be red, which means you cannot block, you just have to get away, which is just a tap of the spacebar and a directional key. So since I killed that guy pretty quickly, I got gold out of him. And then he dies, and then that all resets, or they all boot you back to the pushes you back in the card screen. So now you draw 1 weapon card because you beat them, so now you get a reward for it. Now it's searching the deck. So now I have Scorching Zeal. So it has a fire aura, and I can press it to do stuff. So now I can equip that.
Pleases you.
We'll go through here. So this card will give you whatever you ask for. Longer life, ask for supplies, ask for gold. I found asking for supplies is helpful just because every time you move, you spend a point of food. So, and then at the end, once you find the end, I have a crown on right now, a helmet that once I find the exit, quote unquote exit, it will show you the other cards, so you know what you could have had. So then you board the ship, or whatever it is, and then you're in a new zone. My thing also reveals shops, so I know where they are. You buy food and items.
Floor of our simple map. Your opponent waits here for you. Find him. If you defeat me,
So,
well, it is early to be talking about victories
again,
and losses.
here's option. If I had gold, I
Let us
could
see
give it to
what
him.
you're made of.
That would give you a card. Again, I have no gold, so I'm not going to go to the shop at all. Alright, I'm actually going to the shop so let you guys see if I can't buy anything, is what I meant. So you can see, you can buy items, sell items, or buy food. So the items you can buy a sword, shields if you need it, helmets,
Being tougher than you
or
look
food.
is a very considerable advantage.
I tend to spend most of my gold on food just because a lot of bad things happen to you. Then here's a good one. So we're presented with an option. You know, okay, approach treasure chest. So then these cards come up. They're gonna randomize, and then you have a chance to pick the success card.
Desire.
If you get success, good things happen. If you fail, bad things happen. So no, I've triggered a trap. So now I have to try to escape the gas. You can lose gold, you can lose weapons, you can lose health. There's huge failure and huge successes. So this game is based on luck. Let's attempt to pry it open, and again we have this choice. So huge success and huge failure can mean just bad stuff, just lots of bad stuff. Sometimes there's more, sometimes some are harder. You'll learn as you play. So now I draw 4 gain cards. So now here's some gold. More gold. I actually go back now and do this card down here so you guys can see that. I draw an equipment card. High tier attacks, heal a wielder. Alright. So I'm actually going to keep Zeal because it does more damage and I don't really care about stealing life. And you can go back, but again it does cost you food, so, you know, calculate that risk. Okay, I'm sorry, I guess I cannot go back and activate it after you pass it, so I guess I'll just buy something from this. I'll skip him. I'll skip, because you can skip this opening part down here when this button appears. Okay, so skip that, and then takes you right to the shop. So I'll buy some items. We'll buy something here. So this one will upgrade. So I don't need the hindsight anymore because the guy already told me it was the last
You think
level.
that will help you?
So now this upgrades my armor to the next tier above it. So if I had light, now I have medium, and medium I have heavy. So that just makes them more defensive or more protected. And here's the boss. So as the game progresses,
Of dust. Press on. Do not give up this early.
as the game progresses, the levels get longer. So you'll have 5 or 6 stages of cards laid out like that you have to explore through, and some are very... Sometimes you have to backtrack. So now I'm fighting 4 of dust and Jack. So I'll use my 1 ability. Now he range attacks. So Jack will do red like that, so I have to dodge it. I have to roll out of the way, otherwise I will not be able to. I will not have the option to dodge it. I will just take damage. So all combat's kind of like this. You're spawned into a zone similar to whichever zone is appropriate, obviously. Caverns or sewers, whatever. And then the enemies are spawned in with you. And then you just duke it out. It was on sale, and honestly, it's worth the money, but at the same time, I'd recommend waiting until it's on sale, because it might not be your kind of game. It's kind of an oddity. There's not a lot of stuff like it. It mixes the roguelike dungeon crawler with the deck building and trying to create, you know, the perfect deck for your situation. So when they die, you'll get their card. And then you'll face them again later. Like, they'll now be like regular minions you can pull if you're unfortunate. So that was actually a really quick video.
Down
So
into the worms with him. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul.
this is where I'm at now. So I'm down to this guy now. So I'll try to he won't give me the thanks I didn't beat someone
Shall
new.
we deal again? What is left will suffice to deal with you.
So I'll try some
Now
endless
we
mode
play
here.
the game in its purest
As you saw, these are some of the things that just automatically get locked in that you're just stuck
you
with.
expect me to tell your fortune?
So here's Will of the Gods again.
A fortune
So now you have
teller
score in
is
this
at their
one.
most base and
So as your score goes
when
up,
they begin
it's...
to believe their own lies. Of course,
This guy talks a lot.
I am different. My
Um,
powers are genuine.
so you play this, it's just kind of like a survival game. How long can you last? How high is your score? So okay, so first card you get ambushed, so he'll draw you a monster card. Each game you start out with, you have base items again, just an axe and a shield, nothing new, or nothing we had previously. Everything's automatically reset. There are traps in this game that you have to watch out for later on. There are like the maze of traps and a variety of encounter cards that can suit however you want to play, really. If you want to do more fighting, if you want to do just more exploring or more kind of like choose your own adventure type cards where you like choose you know, as you saw before, of, you know, success or failure cards. So it's kind of an even mix of, and some of them don't even have those choices. It's just kind of go through and you pick whatever you want to do, like the Fair Maiden. So you have a variety of cards you can pick from. Okay, so now I'm gonna, while I'm searching the area, I look for anything worth salvaging. So now I have to pick a card again. This one's easy because there's 3 successes and 1 failure. So now I gain 3 cards. So I draw 2, pick 1. Let's see. Lizardmen take bonus damage.
Where?
I'm not gonna do that because I'm not gonna fight any lizardmen, probably. I'll take that.
Blood certainly incites fury, I've found.
Oh, sweet. More food. Definitely need that. Oh, so now I can see the rest of these cards. Since some of these cards build off each other, like this card here, if you run into the Holy Monastery later, you can use this item to turn into a sword. But I'm going to ignore it because I don't need it. Here's a helpful priest, so he can
It
give me.
amuses me to watch them theorize, to attempt to discern the very likeness of the gods down to their toes.
So here you're given the choice to share half your food, which I'll do because I'm not going to play through this entire game. I want to show you guys some more of the encounter cards. So I got success. There's a huge success there. So I draw a blessing card. So now whenever the player uses artifact, there's a 30% chance of immediately reducing its cooldowns.
Balance that next time.
Here's a maze of traps. I'll go through this one, and I'll probably do the next card out, and then probably call it there for the video. I want to keep these quick looks short, and just so you guys can get an overview of the game, see if you like it or not. Oops, ran into that. So you gotta be careful. There's traps like that. You gotta wait for this one to time it. So this one you have to run across it quickly like that. And these get harder as you go on. And you cannot move your camera either. These I found you can kind of cheat by just doing that. You can just run through and just stop right there. And then these two are on different timers. So you gotta time both of them. More spikes. And same thing here, just trigger, trigger, oh, didn't do that one correctly. That hurt. I always mess up the last one. And here's the chest. So now you have some items. I lost some health. And you regain health each step, generally, unless you have like a curse or something on you. So there's a bunch of gold, so I'll gain health. I got
If
health
you gain
potion.
health, then I work harder to take it.
Let's see what the next card. Next card's gonna be an exit card, so I'll probably do 1 or 2 more. Okay, so here's something new. So he added more. He has added more monsters in. Now traps grow deadlier. So now they inflict more damage.
I am proud of my array of curses.
And this is what I mean when I said you have to double back a lot. It's like, you know, you do this and it's you're kind of
How will
screwed.
you cross this time?
So we'll attempt to cross the river. So we have a pretty good chance of not screwing this up. Pick this one. Yes, huge success. You can kind of follow them a little bit if you watch closely, but it is more or less just pure luck. Oh yeah, I gained 5 gold.
You have earned this.
But now I've gained an extra token, so at the end of the game, I'll get extra stuff because of that. Let's see. Uh-oh, Field of Poppies. So that card rearranges everything else. So now I don't know where anything is.
With
Oh.
only 3 food, you'd better hope to finish this quickly, or hunger will finish it for you.
So then you have all this. A trap lurking in the shadows. So because I've ran into some trap, I'm now out of food. So you see what happens when that happens. You'll see what happens now. I'll demonstrate it to you.
At their heart,
Now every move you
all
take,
games
you lose
are
10
about
health.
Power, are they not? The
So
acquiring
we'll
of power.
Now some of them are really, really
of
dangerous.
power.
Some of these
And
cards
most
can just screw you
importantly,
over. And I managed just to luckily guess that one.
I would feed you if I could. I cannot break the rules in your favor any more than in my own.
So that was almost very bad. So you'll learn. You can remove those cards if you want, except not in this mode obviously, but in general you can remove those cards if you want, so you don't have to deal with that. I've removed a couple of them that are very dangerous to have.
Finally, an opportunity to eat.
Yeah, so I'll just show you some of the buying menus here. So you pick what you want. It says, you know, buy this for what? So 3 food for $11. Even though it's gold, really not dollars, you know. And you
I'm
can
sure you are grateful.
free buy it until you run out of gold or until the stock's gone. So then you leave, and I'll do one more card. This game is very addicting, at least for me. I find it hard to just... It's kind of like a potato chip. You can't have just one. So we'll see where the next card is, and I'll... So as this game goes on, endless, it gets harder and harder. He adds way more stuff in, so you have to keep dealing with all of that and trying to see how long you can last.
Do you understand what it is we do now? Or did I rush you through the rules, pushing you into the play before you were prepared?
So I'll attack. Worst case, I die. It doesn't really matter. You have a chance to escape here if you really want to, but
Choose from
since
these
I'm not really
options.
playing, or not playing for serious, I'm not too worried about it. Oh. And you see, that's one of those traps back there. The hell it fired out like that. Oh man, I'm definitely gonna die. Lava golems are really hard to fight. But again, because of a choice I made earlier in the game, or in a different part of the game, I now have these guys added into all of my games from here on out, as a penance for my earlier crimes.
Ah, death. It takes us all in time. Not generally this quickly, mind you. The cold embrace of death.
So
and the first stuttering steps of new life.
for diving into the river, I received this card. So now I have a new equipment item. For discovering a tomb while lost in the desert, you receive Desert's Cult. So again, some cards kind of have a story behind them. I'll just pause it real quick. Some of the cards have like a kind of a story. So one of the cards is you meet an apprentice, you help him out, you get another card, you meet him later, and he helps you out. Or you'll see doing one card like, oh, you climb to the top of this hill, in the distance you see an altar. So you'll gain then the altar card. In general, I really enjoyed the game. I would absolutely recommend it. 100%, really great game, really addictive gameplay, fun to replay. I'll probably be doing some more videos in the future, so if you're interested, look out for those. You can get a better taste of what's going on. And that's it for Quick Looks, Hand of Fate.